welcome to this video where I will be talking about my me-made wardrobe. My name is Anne, I'm a creative from the Netherlands. I mostly sew and knit, but I like things creative. Sometimes I don't know what to do with all my hobbies, but let's just stay with knitting and sewing. And in this episode I will be talking about my knitting and sewing plans for October and September, and also talk about what I finished recently and what I'm working on right now. So come along, get a coffee or a knit and let's talk about what we're making. So I'll talk about my finished objects first. And it's just one thing this time, let me just grab it. It's the Mono Swirly Waves scarf by Mono Knit Editions. It's not out yet, it was a test knit, so I hope it focuses on texture. It's like this really lovely cabled texture. I'll put a clip in up close so it's focused. And I love this scarf. I knit it in Cardiff Cashmere Classic, so it's really soft, and yeah, I just love the pattern. I finished it up so quick. It's really engaging, so once you start you don't want to stop, and the further along you go the faster it gets. So yeah, keep a lookout for this pattern. It's really beautiful. Next up are my knitting WIPs. I have a lot of WIPs right now, but I'll just only share the ones I'm working on this month. So I'll just take my notepad so I know what I'm saying. Firstly, another Swirly Waves scarf. I made a mistake in that finished one, so I'm making another in Cardiff Cashmere Classic again, with another color. I love this color, by the way, and it's just working up so quickly. I'm almost finished and I hope to finish it today actually, so stay tuned for the finished result in the next video, I guess. Next up is my Braidy Loop sweater. I'm still working on the body, and it's a really lovely knit. It has, I don't think it's a saddle shoulder construction, but it's something like that. I had never done it before, but I really love the construction. You basically start with one strip and then you work in around and you get this like raglan construction. So you have half finished arms and, well, I'm halfway the body right now. I'm knitting this in Drops Kid Silk and Drops Noord. Drops Noord is this alpaca blend. It has some nylon in it, I think, but it's really soft. About the Kid Silk, I use this in a lot of my projects and I have never had any problems with it before, but this time it's really shedding a lot. So, and by just holding this sweater right now, I'm already covered in grey fiber. So I don't know how that happens, why that happens, but I just think it's this batch of Kid Silk. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any problems with Kid Silk. Dagmar jacket by Petite. It's almost done. I only need to do one other sleeve. I did a mid-block because I wasn't sure how big or small it was going to be, so I blocked the body, mid-block on the body, the sleeve not, however. So I'm just going to knit one more sleeve, and then I hope to be able to wear it when it's getting colder. So I'm knitting this in, it's a hard name to pronounce, so don't laugh at me. Jarbo Svensk Ul 3 Tr. Basically it's a 3-ply yarn, and it's the perfect thickness for this sweater, which is great. I actually bought it to make the Nomad jacket by Wool and Beyond, but eventually decided to knit the Dagmar jacket by Petite, so I think I'll have some yarn left over, and well, I'll think about what to knit with that then. So those were my knitting WIPs, well, my active WIPs, because if I count all my WIPs, I think I have 10, so I'll just keep it with my active WIPs right now. Now about my knitting plans for September and October. I hopefully will finish the knits I'm working on right now, and I really want to cast on 2 beanies actually. One, the North Shore beanie by Ozetta in drops Daisy, and in drops Brust Alpaca Silk. These are some leftover yarns I still had from this cardigan I knitted last year, and it's going to be a gift knit for a friend. Her eye color is exactly this color, so I think it will be really pretty if she had a beanie in this color. So yes, I'm going to knit her this. Then I promised my dad to knit a beanie for him, so I'm knitting the Hipster Hue by Petite. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it'll just have to do. The Hipster hat by Petite in Double Sunday by Sandnescar. It's this really lovely shade of green, and he just wanted a green beanie, so I'll knit it with this. Then I have one more project I want to talk about, and that's the Shoreline sweater by Ozetta. I knitted the port sweater by Ozetta like 2 years ago, I guess, when I just started my knitting journey, and it's a lovely pattern. Just that aside, it's a lovely pattern, and I really love to knit it, but one problem I have with it is that I did the entire thing in twisted stitches. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but basically that means that well, it's thick. It's a really thick sweater, and it's heavy. It doesn't fit great on my body. It's really stiff, so I don't wear it. I haven't worn it for the last 2 years, and I think that's a shame, because this is some lovely yarn I used. I think I used Dropskid Silk and Tweed by Scheepjes yarn, and it's really soft. So I really want to reuse this yarn and make the Shoreline sweater by Ozetta. which I think is perfect because this is a sweet yarn and it has some blue and black speckles in it, and it just reminds me of the beaches and the ocean here in the Netherlands. So I think the Shoreline sweater will be perfect to knit with this yarn. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to frock this sweater and then lightly wash the yarn so that it will uncrinkle. Basically, if you frock this, it will have all these crinkles, and if you knit with that immediately, you'll have uneven stitches. So I'll have to wash the yarn and then hang it to dry so it will straighten. So that were my knitting plans, and I have a lot of more plans for fall, more knitting plans for fall, but I guess I will make a separate video on that. Mostly because I'm very ambitious about what I want to knit for fall, so I guess I'll make a separate video, talk about all my plans, what I really want to make, and then just see at the end of winter what I finished and what I will take to the next year. So the next thing I want to talk about is this dress I sewed last week. It's the Lotte wrap dress by Atelier Félie, and it's this lovely linen. I used this lovely linen fabric and got some thread from a local yarn store, and yeah, just sewed this dress. Me and my partner have a wedding next week, and this will be the perfect dress to wear to that wedding because the weather is not that hot but also not that cold, so long sleeves are great, and it's linen, so it's also really breathable. So yeah, and this is my only finished object for sewing. So my sewing plans for the end of September and October are two plans. I have two items planned to sew. One is the Zamora skirt by Madswick. I just really want a long skirt for fall because I do have skirts but I don't really wear them, and I really love this pattern, so I'm gonna make that one. I ordered some lovely off-white linen from Vulcan Fiber Fabrics and it's coming in the mail next week, so I'm really curious how it feels and how it looks. And next up is the Celine blouse by Silver Saga Patterns. I really love this blouse and I think it will be the perfect transitional piece from summer to autumn. So I'm sewing that. I'm also sewing that, and I also ordered the yarn for that by Vulcan Fiber Fabrics. It's this gingham linen, green gingham linen, and it's a really lovely fabric. So that's also coming in the mail next week. So I'm really curious how that turns out and how the finished blouse will turn out. So that's all for my sewing and knitting plans.
Conjure lanes in coastal plains, endless view.